Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. So we have quite the combo deck for you today, so be ready for this one. This one's really fun. In theory it's fun. I'm assuming that we're going to frustrate some people. We're going to catch some people off guard. Would like to get, some just really good games out of this if possible. But real quick, before we hop into today's deck, want to remind everybody, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, and as well as commenting down below, letting us know what you want to see in a future video, and check out all the cool links in the description, as well as joining the Discord. So let's hop right into the deck, and we are calling it Unesh and Chill. Because we don't really know how chill this deck's going to be, because I'm assuming we're going to be taking some pretty long turns, and yeah, I mean, there's really no way to explain it. What we're really trying to do is we are trying to deck ourselves. We're going to deck ourselves, and then we're going to win with Thassa's Oracle. So Thassa's Oracle, if you're not familiar with it, I'll go over it again. It's a 2-mana, 1/3. It says, when Thassa's Oracle enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is your devotion. You get to put one of them on top and then the rest on the bottom. You don't have to put any on top if you don't want to, but you're using this as a scry ability essentially to set up your next draw. So you are usually wanting to put at least one of the, you're going to be putting one of those cards on top of your library. But if you're just looking at something, like a few land and there's nothing else, no action, you just select 0, put them all to the bottom. So we are going to combo our whole deck with a couple of cards here. We have Unesh, obviously the namesake of the deck. Unesh, Criosphinx Sovereign. He is a 6-mana, 4/4 flyer. It says all of your Sphinx, this is a tongue twister. Your spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Whenever Unesh comes into play, or another Sphinx that enters the battlefield, you get to reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Your opponent separates those into 2 piles, and then you pick which pile goes in your hand, and the other one goes in the graveyard. So this isn't necessarily good by itself unless you're playing with a lot of Sphinxes. So we are playing Sphinx of Foresight. Oh my god, I'm going to go crazy saying the word Sphinx during this video. But this says it's a 4-mana, 4/4 flyer. You can reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, you get to scry 3 cards. So that's a huge advantage just right off the gate, being able to scry 3 on your first turn, not having to spend any mana. And then you also get to scry for 1 at the beginning of your upkeep. So yeah, so we have 8 Sphinxes in our deck. However, we have Arcane Adaptation. This is an enchantment that says when it enters the battlefield, we choose a creature type. So obviously we're going to be naming Sphinx. Creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other types, and this is wherever they are, whether they're in the graveyard, your hand, your library. All of the creatures in the deck are going to be Sphinxes once we actually play this card. That's important because all of our creatures are Sphinxes because of this ability here that Unesh has, where it says Sphinx spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. So we're going to reduce the cost of all of our creatures by 2 colorless, and we are playing a ton of 2 colorless or cheaper artifact creatures, which is going to make all of these free. So real quick, we'll just cover Mind Stone. This is for ramp, in order to ramp out the Sphinx of Foresight, the Arcane Adaptation, the Uneshes. So we are playing a little bit of ramp here, but we have 16 colorless creatures that cost 2 or less. Again, these are all going to cost 0 because of Unesh's ability, and Stonecoil Serpent actually will come into play as a 2/2 for 0 mana because of Unesh's ability. And again, this is important because every time we play one of these colorless creatures, any of our creatures, we're going to be revealing the top 4 cards of our library, putting 2 in our hand and 2 to the graveyard. So every time we play a creature, we're essentially getting rid of 4 cards off the top of our deck. And our opponent's going to be splitting. They may not realize what's happening at first, but they're going to essentially start to have to give us some combination of number of these creatures that are going to allow us to just keep just cycling through. We're just going to keep getting these creatures. We're going to keep playing them for free. We're just going to go until our whole deck is gone. And then what's going to happen is once we have either no cards in our library or enough devotion, we're going to actually cast the Thassa's Oracle. You want to do this all in the same turn, and we're going to use this last part of the ability that says, if whenever you use this this scry ability, if you scry for greater than or equal to the number of cards in your library, you win the game. So if we're out of cards and we play Thassa's Oracle, we're going to go look at 2 cards, which we can't. I mean, even if we could, we would do the scry ability, and then it's going to check, okay, well, what's your devotion to blue? Okay, well, your devotion to blue is, let's say, 4, and you have 4 or less cards in your library, you win the game immediately. So that is what we are going to do. So we're going to cycle through our decks. Hopefully we're going to see some cool interactions. You know, I'm not imagining this deck is going to be great against any kind of aggro deck, so we really want to try to avoid as much aggro as we can. But it may not be as bad as we think, because again, we do have a little bit of defense, you know, in the form of, you know, Diamond Mare lets us gain life whenever we, because we choose a color when this comes into play, and then whenever we cast like a blue spell, we're going to be gaining a life. Gleaming Barrier is an 0/4 wall that they have to get through, and if they get through it, we're going to get a treasure token, which is going to ramp us into our top end cards. Perilous Mirror is a blocker, and when it dies, it's going to deal 2 damage and potentially take out one of their attackers. And I mean, Thassa's Oracle is a 1/3 if we need to just play a Thassa's Oracle. And Stonecoil Serpent is always a really good card. You know, we get to choose X, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, regardless of what that number is. Usually Stonecoil Serpent is one of the most powerful creatures on the board. So, well, we are rounding this out with 24 land. We are playing 4 copies of Castle Vantress because we are wanting to scry as much as possible. So, you know, we need to get through our deck to the combo pieces and then just win. Let's, like I said, let's hop into the deck and get into the gameplay. And we will see you all at the wrap up. All right. It's time to release the Sphinxes. Don't know how this is going to go. But first, we have to get into a match. This is okay. This is a long time to get into our first game against Burned Crisis. We go first. We are going to keep this. Wish we had another. Wish we would have had a 4-mana Sphinx in our hand in order to scry. That could have set up some pretty good turns. This is pretty good. So let's draw a land. Search for it. I mean, might as well just play this now, right? All right, well, we're gonna end the turn, and we're gonna be scrying. Set a stop set. Don't know what our opponent's playing. Cameo. All right, let's see what they get. Please don't say Elspeth Conquers Death. Please don't say Elspeth Conquers Death. See some land. So we're going to take the pile with the Unesh, just in case. So by taking the pile with the Unesh there, even though we want the other creature, this incentivizes them to do this. And so...
Seek and find.
Yeah, so I think we just do that. This will give us a scry. And if we draw another island, we can go for the game. So they'll probably Uro here. Maybe they bring back the Shatter the Sky. Narset? Okay. Narset doesn't really do anything against us. Maybe they go for Uro and Narset, but I don't think they have enough blue. They have 3 blue.
I know my responsibility.
Really? You're just going to tuck this?
Reverse.
Interesting. All right. Give us. We're going to take this juicy Thassa's Oracle. That should do it. I mean, these are irrelevant. Yep, they're slowly realizing what's happening. Yeah, we should have taken the colorless, actually. All right, we're getting a diamond mare. Getting a gleaming barrier. This is great. We have diamond mare. They definitely have picked up that they should only be choosing the colorless cards. I mean, we're definitely gonna pick that one. This one doesn't matter. And the end. Good game. Oh, this is a fun one already. I love it. Alright, so. Oh man, that was a sweet first game. I wasn't sure how that was going to play out. Let's make sure we hydrate. Oh man. Oh man. Vince Cow. Alright, well, we have to mulligan this, unfortunately. I think... we keep this. I think we can keep this. So we're going to put back an Oracle. No. Put back an Adaptation. What are you playing? Okay, well. We have seen the bug. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. I like when people hover over cards, even though they 100% know what they do. Do it. You know they have a sensor. 100%. Don't act like you're not going to cycle that sensor. We're going to play around it. It's like I've played Magic before. I'll just name Wall. These Thassa's oracles are just gonna beat in there. Go ahead and cycle your other sensor. Oh, frantic inventory. What are you playing? What be you playing? We're just gonna keep going. We get to start scrying. I wonder if they're thinking about sealing away one of these. Come on, Vince. Let's say hello. Yep, it's amazing, right? Yep. Cycle sensor. Come on. This is crazy. Go ahead and discard. You have to be able to play your decks faster than this. Like, this is not anywhere near any kind of competitive level. I can understand playing slow, you know, like if you're playing for thousands and thousands of dollars. I need to get them to tap out.
Focus and discipline. Encounter no hone your prowess.
Well, maybe they're gonna do something here. Just want to go for this. We have to try to progress the game. Wow. Okay. Sure. Still happens. How did we just hit all of the land? Oh, okay, thank you. You do that. They thought we were not going to get any cards. They thought it was a draw. That's exactly what happened there.
Keep an open mind.
Approach. Alright, well, we've got like 2 turns. Well, can't activate Narset right now. Let's slow this down. All right, come on. You're definitely already slowed it down. Alright, so approach happens, then they draw with Teferi.
We need to move quickly.
Four, five. I think we just have to see an Unesh. Six, seven, eight, nine. Typhoon.
Keep up the pace.
Oh, there's an Unesh. Is it gonna happen?
No one is more prepared than me. Put thoughtfulness before action.
Oh. Don't have a counter. Or don't have a bounce spell. All the Sphinxes. Just give us all three at once. I can't believe that we're attempting this right now. Can't believe this game is happening like this. Well, we know which card we're taking, as we can see that Thassa's Oracle. This is working. I mean, we're always going to take the better pile. There is a lot of clicking involved here, but X equals 2 for free. I'm surprised they haven't quit yet. At least they're being a good sport about it. These games are long. Yep. We can still play a land, right? Yep. So if they have an absorb, we just play another one. Yep, good game. Wow, we did it. Long games. Oh man, more Unesh. Unesh is sweet. Sphinxes are cool. Man, Arcane Adaptation is just something that can be abused and it's fun. Alright, who are we playing against? I wonder what this name says. I wish I could hover over to translate. I'm gonna keep. We get to scry. This is cool. Let me see what we're working with. Let me do that. This, and we'll keep a land. So we actually get to play our Sphinx of Foresight next turn. The Sphinx is going to let us get those scries going. Maybe the Assassin's Trophy. No, they're probably not playing Assassin's Trophy. Alright, Unesh. They're playing Assassin's Trophy. That's fine. This gets us a land. Yep. They Sphinx. Good news is they might get to a point where they have to deal with the Sphinx of Foresight, and then we play the Unesh, and then we just kind of go off. But their deck can actually get snowballing out of control pretty quickly. So that negates this damage. We force them to have a Wrath? Good thing is I don't think... Oh, we showed him a Perilous Mirror. It's on you, my friend. It is on you. We're not going to play that like we don't know how to play the deck. So maybe they go land and then play their 5-color shrine here. All right, perfect. So this should be the game. We're going to put this at the bottom. We don't actually need that right now. All right, let us begin. Let us begin. You're going to have to do a lot of separating, my friend. So get used to it. I need you to go a little bit quicker on that. All right. We're going to try to stray away from actually clicking to spend mana. Oh, did we just hit all lands there? No. Oh, there we go. There's the hit. There's always one of these hits. I mean, it's obviously to the point where it doesn't matter how many cards we have left. 12. And they know that. They know it. They see the writing on the walls. That was actually a decently quick game for this deck. Did we have fun? We sure did, game. We sure did. We had a load of fun. Oh man, well, that was super quick. We're just having a little bit of tea right now on this beautiful morning. Something to get us going, but healthy. Oh man, this person's name? That's hot. It's Hot Dratini. All right. Can we keep this? Yeah, let's give it a shot. If they go mountain, we immediately lose. just by them playing mountain, we lose. One card off? That's unfortunate. Oh, that was probably the best draw that we could have had right there. Alright, well, they're on the Bantlands. Yep. Do appreciate you doing that now. Wrath of God. Let's go ahead and Oracle for 2.
My prowess is unmatched by my peers.
I think we're going to go ahead and draw a card here. We're not going to get a lot of opportunities to actually draw.
You could use some training.
And yep. Maybe they Wrath again. They dig for a Wrath, maybe. Yep, okay. Totally fine with that. Alright, well. We get to scry here. They're going to Growth Spiral. Oh, Thassa's Intervention for 1. I don't know about that. I think it's just better to wait. Or they're trying to get Uro into play. Wonder what they hit. What do they go after?
The moon looks intriguing.
What do they go after? We're probably going to lose this game. Oh, they're playing Approach? Yeah, there's a lot of people playing Approach today, I feel like. More than normal. Let's just go and do this now. Alright, well, we're definitely going to see an Uro.
I think you will find my note.
Right, here comes the big baddie. Oh, more land. I mean, we're over a quarter of the way through the deck, and we have not seen either or. Yeah, the problem is they're getting very, very thin on cards. They're going to hit an Approach.
I know I noted it somewhere.
Yeah, and they might be able to get us next turn. I think we're just going to take the pile that has land in it, right? So... if they attack with Uro, we block. Back. Oh yeah, we lose this turn. So they Tameo, name anything, then they Narset, name a get approach, and then the game's over.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
I don't know why they just don't win right now. We're completely tapped out. Why wouldn't they have just gone for the win? Maybe this resolves. I mean, they could make us pay 10 mana, which we don't have. Alright, well, they should have won this game. We shouldn't even be to the point where we are right now. They should have seen the fact that they could have won. I mean, we're going to need to avoid a couple whiffs, but we have a good chance. We have a good chance. We have to get both our remaining oracles. Making sure we have 2 left. I know we have 1 on the bottom. This was a key hit right here. I don't know if they understand. They have to have 2 counters. Wow, they gave up. They gave up. Yeah, you should have just went for the win last turn while we were tapped out. So that is your fault. And again, another prime example of why you should never quit. And yeah, we're running hot. We're also running into slower decks. And obviously this is going to be a lot better against a slower deck. I mean, if we run into a mono red deck, I don't think we can win. We'd have to get really, really lucky. But I do feel like... What is this? It's a little air. Ooh, Bobby S. You get to scry 3. I like this. I got very confused for a second. Yeah. So we'll probably see growth spiral. Oh no, this is Merfolk. Okay. Merfolk. Let's put this guy down. This Mer will keep them in check. Mer. No attacks. So we need to start drawing some good cards. Okay. Pretty good. I mean, we're definitely going to kill one of these. We will gladly trade a Sphinx for an Elite or a Mistbinder. Play another one next turn. Well, no blocks. Alright, well, that was a good draw. So they can easily win here. If they have the Merfolk Wizard that taps down a creature and makes them lose an ability, that also does it. Yep. I do feel like we were, you know, right on the cusp of coming back, or actually stabilizing. We may not have been able to win next turn, but I do feel like we could have Uneshed into a ton of blockers. But yeah, like I said, this deck is not necessarily going to be good against an aggro deck without a sideboard at least. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Merfolk are good sometimes. When you're playing Merfolk, though, you usually want to play a deck that's not really interacting with you at all. Pretty much any removal or wipe spell will usually just kind of just end your run and end your fun. All right. I don't think we can keep this. Oh yeah, we can keep this. I'm gonna put back a land. Holy Land Batman. We are going to run out an Oracle here. I don't want either one of these. Alright, so they're on Sultai. This is probably like an ultimatum deck. Yeah, you want to hover over that Oracle like it's gonna kill you? I wonder if we can build a deck that actually kills with Thassa's Oracle in one turn. Oh yeah, 18 more turns, my friend. You gonna kill this Sphinx? We're gonna play another one. Okie doke. Discards a card. Oh, I knew you had another one. I just knew it. We're gonna have to discard a card next turn. I mean, we want this, but then we can't play it. Alright, they get a Sphinx of Foresight. And they get another Sphinx of Foresight. Not good. Not good at all. I mean, we're about to just get ultimatumed anyway, so. They never don't have their ultimatum. We try to force through damage? Nope. Alright, Sphinx. So they get to actually play Escape an Uro here. Yep, this is not going good. We have a chance, though. We have a chance. We could block, but we're not going to. We're going to save the Stone Coil to block the Uro, since it's protection from multicolor. Need to hit a land here. 100% need to see a land. It's a little unfortunate that we got 3 land and a Arcane Adaptation. No attacks. Oh man, really? They just draw so many cards at this point, it's just kind of... kind of pointless here. Oh, okay, well, I'll make it really easy here. You'll never have the satisfaction. Yeah, Sultai is a really good deck. And they should be playing in ranked, not in unranked with that deck. Alright, time for the final boss. Commandeer. Or Commander. However you want to see that. We're playing against the Luris deck. I think we have to have a fast draw. Ooh, fast draw. This is probably the best that we're going to see. Probably the best we're going to see. Land. That sucks. Now, what kind of Luris deck are you playing? God, wouldn't this board just be so much more epic if people were running around like... Oh, so you're playing core. Okay. Oh, that was a good draw. Alright, so we're about to see some enchantments. Oh, okay. Alright, deck, one time. Let's draw a... Let's draw an Arcane Adaptation here. So they have all that glitters. No, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Ooh, should we block? No. We're not blocking. Draw your card. Gain your life. They missed a land drop. That's good. Actually hit an Arcane Adaptation. Okay. I feel like that was pretty clutch. We're going to play this Arcane Adaptation first because it'll give us an extra devotion. We get to look at 5 now. Want this. We're not attacking. We have blockers right now. So they really don't have to prioritize. So they drew an island. So they don't have to prioritize giving their guy flying. I mean, if they do, they could just give it unblockable. You think that enchantment cost? Okay. All right, we're not going to block this turn. We'll block next turn, and if we need to, we just play the Stonecoil Serpent, but unfortunately we can't play that. So we really just have to Art of the cards here, right? And we can't even win next turn though. That's what really sucks. All that glitters. That's fine. Either way, we take 6. I don't know why you didn't. Alright, deck, one time. Yes. Well, we're definitely going to take the Diamond Mare. We're going to play the Stonecoil Serpent. This will allow us to block his Ornithopter and not lose our Unesh. I wonder if he doesn't respond to just... yeah, it would have to just give it all 4. Yeah, we're going to pick that. Alright, we're going to take the Sphinx here. The good thing is our Stone Coil Serpent is colorless, so he can't all seeds it. He can't all seeds the Ornithopter. Oh, that was a really dumb split. We're gonna play another one of these just in case. If he has unblockable, we lose. And that's just what it comes down to. Oh, and he conceded. We couldn't even win this turn, which was good. But, yeah, you should have always played out. Could have seen what we were going to do. But, luckily. Oh, man. Good game. Good game. Alright, everybody. Welcome back. This deck was a lot of fun. It's not as good as, you know, we thought it would be. We did still manage to go 5-2. And, you know, some of those wins were because our opponents misplayed. You know, like we had the one game against the Approach of the Second Sun deck where they actually could have won, but for whatever reason they didn't see it, or decided they didn't want to try for it. Maybe they just thought they had the game and were just, you know, kind of trying to rope us along. So yeah, so there is that. Also, you know, that last game, I don't think we were, you know, we definitely were not slated to win that turn. We were setting up for a turn where we could block as many creatures at, you know, as we could. But however, they may have not realized that, obviously. You know, they saw the Thassa's Oracle. Maybe they just didn't look at our land. Maybe they expected us to do some kind of like Mox Amber shenanigans, which, I mean, we don't have. But they could have thought that, and maybe, you know, maybe it's they were not playing the blue enchantment that gives their creature unblockable. If they have that blue enchantment there or they draw it, we lose. So, you know, with us being at 3 life, it was still worth it for them to see another card if they were playing that enchantment. But yeah, this deck is fun. Again, it's not competitive in any means. I definitely don't recommend doing what we did and crafting a bunch of Uneshes unless you just like Unesh. I do know one of my good buddies, Twin Slug. He's in the Discord. You know, he comes to the stream. This is one of his favorite cards. He has an Unesh commander deck, and it's really, really fun, especially when he starts doing all the crazy Sphinx shenanigans. I've played it before, and it is a lot of fun doing unfair things with stuff like that, especially when you're able to, you know, bring it back and just constantly is just a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, this deck is relatively inexpensive to build, except for the fact that you're playing 4 mythics, and there are 16 rares in the deck, 20 if you count the castles. But that's, I mean, that honestly, that's a relatively cheap arena deck, and it could be less depending on what wild card you have and whatnot. But yeah, this is a fun deck that can catch people off guard. I would say it's more of a casual type thing. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this deck, please hit that subscribe button. Oh, my S's are getting all out of whack from saying Sphinx so many times. But yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below letting me know you got to the end of the video, and that you and letting me know what you want to see in a future video. And also, please check the links down below in the description. There are tons of cool links, and one of those being the Discord channel. And I'm still trying to push as many people into the Discord channel because I love talking to each and every one of you, because you are all super cool and super amazing. So, but yeah, with that being said, I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Please stay safe and stay hydrated, and we will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.